Hey everybody, I'm Verna Mullen from StampinNotes.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I'm located in Western New York State, and this is a rural part of New York State. And actually I live on a farm, and I love paper crafting. So this is our mystery stamping night. If you're here for the first time, say hi and let me know where you're from. So we have a really cool fun fold card to do tonight, and I have some other announcements I want to share with you. First of all, the Sweet Notes Card Club this month is going to feature the Nothing's Better Than stamp set and the dies, and I'll flash a couple of those cards so you can see them. Oh, here they are, excuse me. So these are the cards we're gonna do. You know, I love you more than cookies. And a day without coffee is, well, I don't know. And this one right here, who doesn't love cookies? So, hi Lucy. So that is for November, and it's $42. It includes the shipping. And it's everything to make 8 cards and a tutorial and a video tutorial and a PDF tutorial, and actually also $20 worth of supplies. So it's a lot of fun. Hey, hi Margaret. And if you comment tonight, I will put you in a drawing for a prize. It's been Christmas Designer Series paper, new paper. Sometimes it's gems, but especially if you're new, comment and let us know where you're from, and if you share too. Thank you, Margaret, for sharing. So last week's winner was Julia Berg from California, and Julia, if you're on here tonight, message me and send me your address, and I will get your prize sent out to you. So I'm going to turn my phone down. If you get dizzy at all, just look away for a minute and we'll get started with our mystery card. I'm going down and around here. And we have an upcoming Christmas card series class, and that is November 11th. And if you want to be in that class, if you place, if you place an order with me of $25 or more and use this host code right here at checkout, then you are eligible for that Zoom class. It's Friday, November 11th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you will get the PDF tutorial for that. And their supplies are posted on my Facebook page. Down farther, a few posts down farther of what you would need if you're interested in that. And then if you have signed up for that and you've placed an order or paid for that class, it's $20 if you don't place an order. Then I will send you out next week the measurements so you can get your supplies cut for that class. And again, this is the host code PGRN G24H, and that features the Evergreen Elegance. This is a really cool border punch and the stamp set. And let me show you a few the cards that we're doing with that class. They are here, so they're really beautiful cards. And so let's get back to our class tonight. Hi, Teresa. So you have 2 different sizes of cardstock, and one is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. And Margaret, thank you for catching that. I hope you guys saw that I corrected that. It's scored at 5 1/2 and not 5 1/5. Who would know how to score that? And then on your main piece here, this 4 1/4 by 11, you're gonna take 2 1/4 inches off the end here, and that's right here. So go ahead and burnish that with your bone folder. And you have a small piece. I've got something wet on it, but I know it'll dry. This is Coastal Cabana. And you've got a small piece, and this piece is 3 1/4 by 8 1/2. Scored at 4 1/4. And you're going to want to burnish that too. Then you should have 2 pieces of designer series paper. They're both the same size. They can be different or the same or coordinating. Yeah, the 1/5. Yeah, Margaret, you're the one that always catches that stuff. And it's a good thing somebody does. No, 1/2. So 1/2, 5 1/2. So these are both the same size, 4 by 3 inches. And then you have a piece of white cardstock that is, oh, what is this? 4 3/4 by 3 1/2, and a white label. And I'm using a label I've die cut with the Hippo and Friends dies. This is a really nice set of dies, and I forget I have it. But there's a lot of different shapes in there. So let's get started, and we're gonna take our one of the designer series papers, and you're gonna adhere it on the top of this flap on your whiter cardstock. So go ahead and do that. Supposed to be cold. It's starting to feel more like seasonal. Late fall, early winter, although it's not winter yet. Thank goodness. And you want to center that on your front flap. It's funny too, Margaret, because, and everyone, I read and reread that the directions for the measurements, and I did not catch that. Hey, Mom. Yes, we are the ladies who love the card world of creating and stamping. Let me know when you're done with that. Got something on it. I don't know what it is. Okay, hey Rosalie. Oh, Rosalie sent me a beautiful card. I gotta show you the front of it. Isn't that pretty? Thank you, Rosalie. That's a beautiful card. We should do like a Christmas card exchange, or even the first of the year, like some kind of a card exchange. That would be fun. Yeah, I thought it was beautiful too. Okay, now take your second little card, and you're gonna hold it, excuse my wet spot here. You're gonna hold it, the front of it is going to be this way. So it opens from the left like this. It's gonna layer on the other larger card. And you can put your designer series paper on this flap here. And If you want to add ribbon or something to the front of your card, I'm going to add a bow on the end here right now. Now is the time to do that. And I'm using our sheer pool party ribbon. And I'm going to run a little bit of tape on the back of this DSP to hold it down. I'm going to move our host code out of here. All right, so I want that in the center, about like that. I'm going to flip it over and tie a bow. If you don't want a bow, it's no big deal, or you can just do the bow without wrapping the ribbon around the designer series paper. Whatever your little heart desires, whatever you would like to do. And don't forget to post them. I loved seeing last week's. All right, let's see. We're missing Arlene tonight. And Lisa. Okay. And I'm going to anchor that down with a glue dot. Oh, you have company. Arlene has company. And I love this take a pick tool for grabbing glue dots or little gems. All right. So once you get that done, you can mount it on your the front of your little card. Remember, it's going to open like this. And I'm just putting some snail adhesive on here. Or not snail, that's the old adhesive, Seal Plus. All right, now our main sentiment is gonna go on this card, this little card, and so you can go ahead and stamp whatever you want on this. And I'm using the There's Nothing Better Than Stamp Set. And I'm going to stamp on there Today's Plan, Consume, and then I'm going to put a die cut that says chocolate. Don't you love chocolate? So, and I am using Coastal Cabana. I hope it's going to be dark enough. And this is a photopolymer stamp. Well, let's see if I can find my chocolate word that I had cut out. And of course I can't find it. What did I do with it? Okay, before I do that, I'm going to stamp some little chocolates on this, and I'm going to bring in the Stamparatus to do that. I can't get that. Okay, for those of you, if you've never seen the Stamparatus before, it's really cool because you have these magnets that will hold your paper in place to stamp on. And so if this ink image doesn't come out good the first time, you can re-stamp it. And let's see, I'm gonna put, no, I need that. Put this underneath here, and that will hold that lid up. So I'm gonna put those right there. And I'm gonna bring in my little chocolates and put them right there in the center. Put the plate down, bring it back up. I'm gonna ink them up with Early Espresso. And this is a stamp set for next month's card club. I'm gonna wipe that off. Okay, so that's a good image. Now I'm gonna lay, there's an image that colors them in, and I'm gonna lay that over it, right where I want it, just like that. Whoops, upside down. And I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna ink it up with Crumb Cake, which is a lighter color. How's everybody doing? And then I'm gonna color those in. And they're pretty good. I'm gonna ink them up one more time. I see I could have moved it over just a tad. So what I'm gonna do is I have my Crumb Cake marker, and I'm gonna bring that in and just fill it in here. This also, the Stamparatus is really good for holding paper down to work on. Just gonna fill that in a little bit there. Okay. And I've got to find my chocolate. Cold in Indiana. Oh, how cold is it? It's cold. It was high in the 40s here today, which is pretty cold. It hasn't been that cold yet. Okay, I cannot find that chocolate die, so I'm just gonna stamp it. And I'm sure when we get done, I will find it laying right here somewhere. So again, I'm gonna use the Stamparatus, but the die makes it more fun. And we'll bring in our chocolate stamp. See all there's a lot of sentiments on this stamp set. It's really cool. Chocolate, where are you? There it is. And I'm gonna stamp this in Early Espresso because I want it really dark. Oh, I could. I'm just gonna stamp it and then, Margaret, and then, oh, I just got ink all over my fingers. And then I can put that's a good idea. I can put the die cut over it later. Okay. And one more time, we need to fill that in a little bit. This fun fold I really love, and I probably am going to use it a lot. I'll show you some other cards that I did with it. Okay, so that is done. I'm going to move this out. All right, and I'm gonna bring this back in and pop that on there with dimensionals, which are our little styrofoam sticky pads that raise your paper up and actually give it dimension. Okay, and they have a backing on them that you have to take off. And the Take-A-Pick tool is good for that. It just loads them on it and you can get them right off there. Yeah, Teresa, their weather does come across and we get it a day or two later. Okay, so this goes right here. Today's plan, consume chocolate. Sounds like a good plan to me. Now, bring in your other card, your large card base, and you're gonna center this like in the middle, but you're only gonna glue down this bottom flap because this is gonna fold in like this, and your card, whoops, it's over too far, is gonna go like this, and then we're gonna glue a white sentiment piece over for this for the inside. So got it? The back of your little card right here is where you're gonna put your glue. So I am going to, I think I will use the liquid glue because I can move it around a little bit before it completely sets. You just need a little bit of this. All right, so we are going to center that on here. About like that. And then, oh, I gotta wipe that off. Okay, and now we're gonna bring in your inside cardstock piece is gonna layer over this like this, okay? So go ahead and put whatever you want to put on your inside piece, and I'm just gonna stamp some of those chocolates again. Let's see how I can do without the Stamparatus, just for fun. So I'm using Early Espresso to create the image, and then I'm going to come in with crumb cake and fill it in. Excuse my arm. Okay, not too bad. And you could leave it that way with the white showing, but I'm going to fill it in. And this is my crumb cake Stampin' blend. I'm just going to fill that in a little more. All right. And then, okay, so we've got this. We've got our card like this. And we're gonna, what you're gonna do is take that white piece that is, what was the measurements on that? 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. And you're gonna put this over this inside piece of your little card. So it looks like this. Okay. And I'm going to use liquid glue. Whoops. Okay, so you want to be careful too, like I had it too far up on here and then this won't close. And this is crooked. There we go. Okay, so I have got ink here off of my fingers because I left the ink pad open. So what I'll do is take a piece of designer series paper. I'll cut another piece that's 3x4 and lay that over that. Okay, I'm gonna move my phone because it looks like it's crooked. And the only other thing I want to do is I want to put some gems on the front. And I'm using the holiday rhinestones. I'm using the light color here that's probably Pool Party, Coastal Cabana. And the sticky end of the Take a Pick tool will pick up your little gems, which is really cool. Okay, so that one's done. Yeah, that's a good idea, Teresa. So here's the card. And like that. Yeah, pieces of chocolate, that's a good idea. And I want to show you a couple more I did with this. Now, on this one, this is with Eden's Garden, which is going to be released tomorrow to purchase if you're not a demonstrator. On this one, I put a piece of DSP on the back, which I really like. So this is 5 1/4 by 4. I put that down first and then the little card. And then the inside sentiment piece. And this is with the Eden's Garden DSP. And then this is another one using the Nothing's Better Than Today's Plan Consume Chocolate. And this is the die cut, what it looks like. And it's a birthday card. And then there's another one here, Love You More Than Cookies. And this is a die cut. And you'll be getting these in the Sweet Notes Card Club. If you sign up for it, I'll do the die cuts for the cards. And happy birthday. Now, be careful because this one you can see the cookie a little bit down here. If you don't like that showing, then I'm going to leave it, but I should move that up a little bit. I think this was Sahara Sand, which was really dark. I was surprised. And then the second stamp stamps the chip chocolate in it, and that's that was Early Espresso. So this is a guy card. This is for my brother for his birthday, actually. And okay, that's it for tonight. Don't forget to post your cards and share, and I'd love to see them. And I will be here next week. Take care. Thanks, Teresa.